Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboa, and inside of this video we'll be talking about the recent balance patch that came out last night. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a kind of crazy balance patch. They basically nerfed like every good build inside the game. So what build you guys should run now? I don't know. Maybe I'll drop a video soon on the best builds after this update, because I'm not gonna lie, they did nerf a lot of builds. But basically in this video we'll just be going over that. So if you guys end up enjoying it, like, subscribe, and join my Discord down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right inside this balance patch. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the most recent thing. They actually buffed Scythe. Now they did nerf in here, they made it so Scythe doesn't dart break anymore. And for some reason Chaotic was like, oh yeah, we'll just give them back to the dart break dash crit. Why? I don't know. So if you guys want to use Scythe, it's still 100% viable, because now it dart breaks again. I don't know like how retarded he is, but it has to be on some type of spectrum, because this was the dumbest thing he could have done. But for the rest of the stuff, Medic Universal M1 speed reduced, that was very much so needed. It was the most brain dead thing I think I've ever seen. Delayed crossing no longer has the ragdoll effect on all variant boosts, which is kind of crazy. Same for Rising Swallow, it no longer exists, so there's no longer ragdoll on delayed crossing or Rising Swallow when you're in visored, ledge, or proficiency, which is kind of crazy, but it shouldn't be like that big of a deal. If you use Scythe, this was a thing. If you use Scythe with Flying Hurricane, it no longer guard breaks with the Wind Crown. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing of the game. Taekwondo Bantai M1 show no longer up till each M1. Okay, that's fine. Fits SR Medic Universal having a bigger hitbox than it should. Okay. Scythe now has more wind up, makes sense. Scythe dash no longer guard break, well it does now. Slightly reduce the hitbox of the Scythe crit. Okay, so it's still nerfed, but it does guard break it then. Fits an issue with the Scythe crit that essentially allows you to one-shot people. Yeah, that shit was dumb. Blood nerfs, I think this is blood nerfs. The Z should now properly interrupt, so that's like kind of a buff, but it doesn't matter at all. Blood C should now properly stun the opponent in the second land actually hit. It shouldn't be true, however, just more lenient and easier to land since it never landed off. It's a buff, okay? Zwee's neutral crit damage lowered. Zwee's forward crit now has more end lag. Razor's Edge should no longer be true into any skill. Now, you guys can see I have Razor's Edge. The cooldown is still brain dead. It's still like a 3-second cooldown for the crit. So it's not that big of a nerf, but the fact that it's not true into anything defeats basically the whole purpose of the crit. The only reason why the crit was really good is because you can combo after it. So now the crit is kind of like the Scythe crit almost, where it's still insane, it's still guard breaks, it's still one of the easiest things to hit. It has a crazy low cooldown. I'll have to test it in ranked to see if it's still like one of the best builds. Why did I just fall off the map? But yeah, I'll have to test it. But it should no longer be true into any move, which definitely like hyper nerfed it, which is kind of crazy. All Sworreaper Murasama debuffs only last for 3 seconds, with the exception of the Flash Step one, which now only lasts for 1 second. So now all Murasama things are nerfed. Every single Murasama in the game is gutted, other than the Twinsy one, and it's crazy because the Twinsy one was the best one in the game, and now it's definitely the best one in the game. Because you guys can see, okay, so Flash Up disables 1 second. Terrible. It used to be 6 seconds. The first hit of the Arantra Murasama is blocked. It should no longer have the second part. It was too punishable. So I think this is like semi a buff, but it literally does not matter. Glutton was nerfed. Quincy Medic was nerfed. The Universal. Crescent Relief hitbox reduced. Quincy Murasama no longer has Hyper Armor. Never mind, that's fucking gutted too. Shadow Z no longer has frame 1. Hyper Armor should be cancelable. If you have 40 Hakata, regardless if you bought Flying Dragon or not, you still have to suffer the Catching Dragon debuff penalty until you actually buy the skill. So basically, there was a thing where, you know, if you had Catching Dragon and you didn't get Flying Dragon, it literally buffed you, but now you're forced to get Flying Dragon, I think. Fits Catching Dragon and lag, and then here's the new code. I think this code is actually kind of decent. Let's type it in right now. But yeah, all in all, the patch was... That's kind of crazy. That's an actually pretty fucking decent code right there. But yeah, all in all, the patch wasn't that... It wasn't good, in my opinion. There was some stuff that was needed, but they definitely nerfed like half the builds inside the game, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know how to really feel about it. I don't know why I'm stuck here. This game is slowly breaking day by day. I don't know why. But yeah, man, it's like the balance patch wasn't terrible. There was definitely some unneeded things. But like everything in the initial patch was dudded, and then for some reason they gave Scythe its Guard Break crit then. I don't know why. They fixed some stuff for Q-Keto right here too. What is this? Sheath Pursuit. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. This is actually a pretty nice change because I hate where the sheath is on the back. I like it on the side, and they just made it so you can change it. That is pretty cool. I actually really like that change. Unfortunately, it's 99 Robux or droppable in raids, and nobody fucking does raids, so that's kind of ass. But yeah, man, the balance patch, it's like, they nerfed everything. Literally, almost every single build was nerfed. The Berserk weapon was nerfed. They nerfed Zweiss, so Quincy's literally only have Splatin now, because Zweiss's nerf was actually pretty big. Mortar-Sama in every variant was nerfed. Shadow was nerfed. Like, they did nerf a lot with this update, so it's kind of crazy to me. You guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts inside the comments if you like the changes or not. But in my opinion, they definitely nerfed a lot. The Soul Reaper Mortar-Sama might as well not even be a weapon inside the game anymore. 1 second on the flash step one is literally cosmetic at that point. There's no point of going Mortar-Sama for any variant right now. I'll test out this weapon later, probably on stream. I probably won't drop a second video today, so I'll probably just stream today, trying out this weapon with maybe full kendo. I don't know. I'll probably just stay on this build. But yeah, man, they did nerf a lot of stuff inside this update. Let's go over it one last time. So the Quincy, like every single medic universal weapon was nerfed because it was broken, I won't lie. The Quincy medic was also like hard nerfed, I'm not gonna lie. Glutton G was nerfed, Wind Crown was nerfed, Arontar and Soul Reaper Mortar-Sama was nerfed, Razor's Edge was nerfed, Zweiss was nerfed, Blood got some changes, Scythe was nerfed, Taekwondo was nerfed, Kendo Invisored was nerfed. Yeah, it's some pretty crazy changes, I'm not gonna lie. Zweiss did need the nerf slightly, but like the NLAD stuff, it made it so bad. Shadow kinda needed a nerf, so I guess all that does make sense. But you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts inside the comments, and leave down inside the comments mainly what you think the best build inside the game is right now. Because in my opinion, it probably was like some type of Mortar-Sama build, but now they got nerfed. So just inside the comments, leave down your own opinions on what the best builds are inside the game at the current moment. It's hard to say, man. I play a lot of Clan Wars recently, and I see a lot of Curation users. I think Nano might drop a Curation video soon too, just to show you guys like the true power of it, because I'm telling you, Curation might be like a top 7 sheet guide, top 5 sheet guide, because it's honestly pretty crazy how good it is and nobody uses it. So if you guys want a Curation video, maybe I can drop that. But just inside the comments, drop down what you think the best build is, what you think about this balance patch, anything like that. And if you guys end up enjoying it, once again, like and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that's it for me. So I'll see you guys in the next video or on my live stream today. Peace.